Assalamu alaikum again. This is our new lecture about giving a privilege to a user. Let we go again to the Active Directory user and computers. Let we open Windows Server, and now today exercise we're gonna use Muhammad Luay account. It's normal account with a normal password. Okay, I will access through Windows 10 Alt Ctrl to access to my account, which is P8 $, then W0RD. I'm accessing through Muhammad Luay account to check the privilege which I have. Actually, this is normal user. This is a restricted user. This user has no privilege to install any application, to delete any new application. He cannot add a new user on this account. All are restricted. No new IP. He cannot change his IP. If he goes to control panel and try to change his own IP, go to large icon, he will go to trying to change his own IP through Ethernet. Okay, the restricted account, the administrator will never ever allow him to create or change his IP or change his group from test local to another, to work group, for example. He is not allowed to use USB. 90% is restricted user. He cannot access as an admin. So I'm trying to, sometimes you know that users could be designers, software developer, that they need to get full access on this machine, on this computer. So how can I change this domain to be an administrator domain? So for example, we have here to go through manage. As you can see here, this is manage, and then from manage you go to local user and groups. You will find the groups here. The most important two groups here are the administrators. These are the administrator on this machine. We have only administrator on PC3, and we have test./domain administrator. What about the users? We go here, we find that this is test/domain user. So I'm here now a normal user, a restricted user that cannot change the IP address, cannot change the name, cannot do any extra thing. He can only control the softwares which is in front of him. So suppose that I want to add my name not in the user, I want to add my name within administrator groups. So I'll go to add, I will search about Muhammad.lw, and then I will let him finish for me the full account. This is it. Okay, so supposedly I will add myself as administrator, then I will say okay. Of course it will search the three things, which is authorization, authentication, and account, and check if I have the privilege to change my status. It says that the following error occurred while attempting to save properties for group administrator on computer PC3. So now I'm not allowed to change my privileges or to change my access through this machine. Okay, how can I over control this machine? I have to access first of all as administrator. So I will go to logout, I will sign out from this computer. Okay, then I will enter again, but this time as administrator, either to write tests, I will change to other user, test / then I put administrator, and then I put my password, or I write administrator at local test at test.local, and then I put the same password. So this is my password. We said we have two options, either test / administrator, or we write administrator at local.test, as this is my NetBIOS access. Then I go to login, but this time I'm logging as administrator. So now I will wait for a while to enter as administrator and change my setting. As this is my first time to access into this PC as an administrator, we have to do a minor change. We have to change the themes at the desktop, change the themes at the desktop icon setting, control panel and network, so on, to make it easier to access to some of the applications. Now I will close this one. Now I will go to manage and then add this computer, add a new administrator on this local machine. So local users and groups, go to groups, then administrator. You see here we have test/domain admin on this PC3. So I will add now Muhammad Luay. Muhammad. Now I will search. We have several Muhammads. I will add Muhammad Luay as he is the complaining programmer, so I don't have to go always and allow him to access to through something. So I will give him a fully access and full privilege on this PC. So I will say okay. I will tell him okay, and now Muhammad can access as an administrator. I will sign out and I will let Muhammad to sign in again. Sign out. Now I'll access as Muhammad. Muhammad.lway and the password. Now Muhammad can access as an administrator on this machine. So he's domain administrator. Only on this machine Muhammad can do many things like changing his own IP address. Let we go to the networking sharing center. As you can see here now, Muhammad can change his properties. He can change his password, IP address. For example, he can put it as 91. And now Muhammad change his IP address. The problem is now Muhammad can even change his computer name. He can change also his the test.local group. He can go to work group, and this is gonna be a problem. So how can I change a policy and reduce some privileges on Muhammad so he will not get out of my network, get out of my policy and administration? How to do that? Number one, we have to put Muhammad under control. We have here admin IT, as you can see here. Members of admin IT, we have Ali, Malak. They all have administration on HR computer. But Muhammad Luay, I will change him. I will move him. I will make him a member of a new group. I will add him to admin, and then I will search about it to check the name. Admin IT. This is my group, which is admin IT. Now Muhammad add to this group. Now if I go back here, I see the members. Muhammad is not member now. Go here, properties, go to check the member of, and then add to admin IT, then search again, then okay. Now let me check, is he a member of now I will add Muhammad Luay as a member of admin IT. I'll go to properties again. I will go to member of. I will add Muhammad to the admin, then check the name, admin IT, say okay in here. second window. Now you go to admin IT, you check the members. Members are 3: Ali Luay, Malak, and Muhammad. Now Muhammad in human resources, he is admin of one of the computers. Now how can we adjust or adapt a new policies for these administrators to not allow them to change the IP address or change the group itself, or maybe to not allow them to use USB or to change the background? We will see that in our next lecture. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching.